Dang, okay. I need one heck of a haircut here. This is a mop. That's not what we're here for though. You guys have been asking for a tour of my new setup here for YouTube since I moved. So that's what we're gonna do. Well, here's where it begins, everybody. And well, ignore him. Look at that. Look at that little boy right there. That's Gary the cat. He's tired apparently, but this is the new setup here that we've got going on. Where is he going? Yeah, this is where I record and do everything, and we're just gonna kind of go from, he's not chewing on a wire, is he? No, he likes to chew wire. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, go, you wanna go down here? You wanna go down? Oh, look at this good boy. That's Gary the cat. When I'm recording and stuff, he can't really come in here because, well, he likes, like I said, to chew wires. But yeah, here we are. So let's just actually start with some of the cool stuff over here on my dresser. You've got some Lego. You got some classic NASCAR diecast. You got Dale Jr. You got, who's that? Neil Bonnet, I believe. He wants to really be involved. Hello. He really wants to be involved in this. There he goes. You got some diecasts here, some F1 stuff as well, the Red Bull collection here. I got this at Costco a few months ago. It's like a little pit garage. There's more stuff in it, but I was worried about this guy here eating like some of the pit crew members because this cat, he's an idiot. So I wanted to avoid that. But we come over here. Yeah, you're coming too. We got the setup here. Very, pretty well the exact same setup I had at my old house, and it's just my Next Level Racing 2.0 sim rig. Shout out to Next Level Racing, hook me up with that. Use my code GOIN5 for a 5% discount on Next Level Racing products. Of course, my wheel and the what are you doing? What did you no? Okay. Oh, he saw a bird. He saw a bird. Yeah, I saw that too. But my wheel is the Moza FSR F1 style wheel. Everyone always gives me crap about this, using this in NASCAR. It doesn't make a difference if you use a round rim or not. I hate to break it to the people that have a weird issue with that. This is the R12 Moza base. The Thrustmaster pedals, I don't even remember what they're called. To be completely honest, I'm not going to even try. I think it's like T3... 100, I don't know, I can't remember. And then of course my monitor with the webcam there, the Logitech Stream Cam it's called, with the Elgato light, key light that one is. And then I've got my other monitors over here. This is where, so I stream on that one and record. He's biting wires again. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna have to like kick you out of this room. This is the new mic I just started using, so you guys might notice a difference in audio quality, and then there's of course the keyboard, and then this is the monitor I read the chat on. And then he is still going absolutely crazy on these wires. I think I'm gonna have to remove this boy. You get one more chance and then I'll have to remove you. Poor boy. Here's the PC, NZXT Creator PC. This is a pre-built one. I don't know anything about computers, and I don't want to know. Okay, it's time for you to go. The cat's gone. Here's the green screen that I've used for some videos, and that tripod. I literally use my phone to record the green screen videos because I don't currently have a camera that's good enough to really pull it off. So I use this like string here to tie the phone onto this like platform, and then that records the videos. But then we come over here. And huge shout out to my dad. This is the new backdrop that we've had going. I've had this in the backdrop of the live streams, the race watch alongs as well. And my dad has built both of these things you're going to see like a long time ago, but you guys are finally like seeing them. So he built this chest here, which was basically a die-cast display for all of my 1/64 scale drivers, which there's a lot in there. Ignore, you got the Kyle Larson hat there, but yeah, there's a lot in there. This is the one specifically for drivers I don't care about / don't like, but wanted their diecast. I don't really buy a lot of diecasts anymore. As you'll kind of notice, a lot of these are from just the 2010s when I was able to buy a lot more. There is like one next gen car here, Ross Chastain. He goes in the also don't care about you section. Then you got some classic cars here. Now I got these from someone my dad used to work with long time ago. I I think it was like $100, and I got like a whole bunch of this crap. I've got more NASCAR stuff that's not even out yet, like some haulers and stuff, but you got some like old school Dale Jr. stuff here, you know, Alan Cole wiki. You look in the back there in the 94, what is that, Bill Elliott, right? So you got the 5 of Labonte, I mean, some Jeremy Mayfield stuff, obviously Jeff Gordon fans. So we got this, I think my sister got me both of these actually. The Daytona 500 win there on the left, and then on the right, I actually don't know, is this 2004 maybe Brickyard 400? I'm not 100% sure, but I wanted those like on display here. And then over here, shout out to this paint can. But of course, you guys know as well, I'm also a big Fallout fan, and we have, my girlfriend got me this actually. It's the Nuka-Cola with the duck, and then there's this whole Vault-Tec thing here. I've actually got a poster in here that I'm gonna put on that wall soon enough. Also, the other sport I'm a fan of, big fan of the NHL and the Tampa Bay Lightning specifically. There's a cool little like official game used ice puck that I got from like their Stanley Cup win. Which one was this? Oh my God, I just about knocked this over. This might be 2021. Okay, I couldn't tell. I couldn't remember if that was 2020 or 2021. Some Lego, NASCAR Lego. This dude, that's a light. I haven't actually set that up yet, but it like displays a galaxy on your wall. That's really cool. Formula E Lego for McLaren. Then you've got, well, another McLaren right there. The Ayrton Senna McLaren, the Marlboro colors. That one's really cool. Me and my girlfriend have a couple more that we have to build soon. I actually had another Lego F1 car over there. That was the Red Bull. And then we got the main display here. And this is, my dad also built this entire thing. So big shout out to him. And I'm gonna open this up and kind of show you some of the cool diecasts I have in here. Right, so we got the doors open. You can notice as well, there's some lights in here. Obviously not really much of an effect when it's daylight outside. Actually, hold on, check out the view we got out here. It's not a bad view, actually. You can kind of see, actually it's really foggy today. In the distance there, you can see downtown London, so but not London in the UK. But yeah, I mean, we go into the main diecast here. It's a split between F1 and NASCAR, but down here is kind of the prized possessions. Kyle Larson's 2016 first Cup win at Michigan, then his first championship, of course, in 2021. 2024 Roval win. These are all raced versions. If I buy a 1/64 scale, it has to be a race version or like a win. That's like the only way that I will actually spend the money on those. Daniel Suarez 2022 Sonoma win, his first win, of course, in the Cup Series. Then you got Jimmy Johnson's final full-time race in the 48 car from 2020. Another Daniel Suarez from Atlanta in 2024, right? And then we got Jeff Gordon. I actually don't know what year this is. But his Pepsi car, like the 4th of July paint scheme. This diecast here, I never bought this. It was somehow in my collection, so I inherited it somehow. Yeah, pretty happy about that. Then you got, of course, his 2015 Homestead Miami car in the box. This was the pre-raced version. And then you come up here, and you got all my Jeff Gordon 1/64 scale cars. We go back in here. These, it starts from the oldest, and then it kind of works its way through the years. As you can see in the background there, you got a lot of those really classic diecasts. I got a lot of Jeff Gordon cars I still want to get. That's like the only driver outside of, you know, my current favorites, of course, that I still actively want to collect. And then you get into 2015 here all the way to the end. There's the race version at Miami. Where's his Martinsville wins right there. Love that diecast. I hope one day I can get the 1/24 scale of this one. That would be really special to me. My dad has the 1/24 scale of this one as well. And then I also included the 3 schemes he drove in the 88 car in this collection. And then you come up here, you got Kyle Larson. Of course, you guys know, a Larson fan as well. And I have a lot more 42 cars than I do with like 5 cars, because by the time we went to the 5 car, I was pretty well, you know, done like collecting like crazy on diecast just because of their prices and whatnot. But now, you know, I get like the big ones for him. Then you got Denny Hamlin as well, 2009, 11, what, 12, 13, 16. I think this was 17 here. This one, what was this, like 2020, 2019? And this is like 2021. That's the last one I have of Denny. I want to get the progressive car, but I want to get like the 124 scale progressive car. And then finally, my other favorite driver. This display, like I said, is all for my favorite drivers only, at least for the NASCAR stuff. Daniel Suarez from Xfinity to his rookie year in Cup. Then he went to Stewart Haas, and of course his Trackhouse collection. Love this car right here, the ComScope. Actually, I should swap. This one is newer than this one. And then you got Connor Zilisch and Shane Van Gisbergen. So I got all my favorite drivers right here in this display. And then finally, we've got the F1 display right here. Also as well, a couple IMSA, well, one IMSA car, the Cadillac. I got this when I went to the 24 Hours of Daytona. And we got the Ferrari hypercar as well, which I really, really love this car. Actually, Mark Martin diecast right here. And then a few F1 Legos right there. And then there's like this Mercedes thing. Here's like the holy grail though of my collection now. This is like the #1 cool diecast. It's the NASCAR Garage 56 that they used at the 24 Hours of Le Mans back in 2023. This is a super delicate diecast. Like, it is so fragile. Like, if you look at the spoiler, like I can bend and flex the spoiler. So you gotta be really, really careful with this one. And then my favorite F1 driver right here in the front, Sebastian Vettel. You got his podium from Aston Martin at Azerbaijan in 2021, which would end up being technically his last podium because the one in Hungary got taken away. And then you got one of his Ferraris. This is what, 2020, I believe. And then his Red Bull from way back in the day. And then you as well got McLaren here. I put Piastri in the front because him and Max Verstappen are currently my favorite drivers in F1. And I got Piastri right here on the forefront. And then I put Lando in the back because I cannot stand Lando Norris, so I don't want to see him, but I at least want the cars. And then I got some Daniel Ricciardo diecast back there as well. Ferrari, you got a mix of Leclerc, you got Raikkonen, Alonso, a couple Carlos Sainz cars here. Mercedes as well, with both Hamilton, Rosberg. I've given George Russell similar treatment, stuffed him in the back there because I don't like him. And then actually I really want to put that 2018 Mercedes up to the front because I love that Mercedes livery. But mainly I got Hamilton up at the front here. I just love having this kind of mix of generations of F1 cars. And then you got the Red Bull collection here. Which again is a mix of both Max Verstappen as well as Sergio Perez and Daniel Ricciardo. This is probably the coolest one, the Japanese livery. And then up here is a couple just like on their own cars. I got Fernando Alonso's number 14, which I should combine with the Ferrari. But and then you got Pierre Gasly here in the Alpine. And that's pretty well it. That does it for the collection update and, of course, the setup updates here. Still obviously some work to do. I got some stuff still to put in this room. Also, that will hopefully help with like echoing in my mic. That's a bit of a new issue I've been dealing with. But there's still a lot of stuff to kind of put in here over the next, few weeks. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Hopefully you guys like it. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Have a great day.